Hey there, welcome back. It's our fourth ever monthly channel analytics review. But before we get there, you can see all the stuff behind my head and all that kind of stuff. I just want to give a massive thank you to you. June was incredible as a channel. You guys really brought it. We've seen a ton of growth in views, subscribers, like pretty much every category except one. We'll get to that. But my question for you today that I want an answer for is, what's your favorite type of football manager save? Do you like a journeyman? Do you like a lower league management, like where you stick with the team and you try and get them up to the top? Do you like someone starting out with the Premier League level teams, whether it's in the Premier League or not, like across the top leagues in the world? What's your favorite type of save? Because that's going to help me determine what type of save is going to be my next save. So I'm not sure how long the journeyman is going to last. The views have kind of gone whoop on that a little bit, but I'm still having a good time, so we're going to stick to it. And I'm also doing my planning for Football Manager 2018. So make sure you let me know in the comments, what's your favorite type of Football Manager save? All right, my challenge for you now is then I want you to take my channel link, which I'll provide in the description below, share it on Facebook. I'm doing an experiment. I want to see if we can get some growth through Facebook. Obviously, you may not have many friends that play Football Manager. Maybe you have a ton of friends that play Football Manager. But obviously, you know what Facebook is. Massive social media site. If you could share it on there, or Twitter, like I'm not picky. You saw it on the intro video. My Twitter handle's down there. I want to see how many people we can get to the channel through sharing it through social media. That would really help out the channel. All right, so let's look at June and see how freaking amazing it was. All right, you can see everything on the screen here. This is June 1st to the 30th. View duration's down. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's pretty much the only category sign. See all these little green, happy little arrows? Green arrows everywhere. We had a great month. 16,000 minutes watched. That's insane. 2345 views. The previous month we had 1150. That's over, that's only giving it to May 2nd through the 31st, but it's over 100%. That's absolutely crazy. So we'll talk about the reasons for that, but I want to look and kind of give you an overall picture. So I've got my handy-dandy stats spreadsheet. Let's get that pulled up there for you. So here we go. Absolutely nutty. We're looking at this month here, okay? Growth from May, 104% in views. We doubled the channel in views. That's crazy. 80% in watch time. So that means some of the people that viewed didn't stick around as long as some of the folks in May. But I kind of expected that a little bit. And again, when you're getting 104% growth in views, you'll take 80% growth in view time. That's amazing. So you see the 6 minutes, 55 seconds is down almost a full minute on average view duration. Again, we'll get to why I think that happened. And that obviously has impacted our average viewed. Subscribers average view definitely took a dive, like 12 whopping percent. So I'm not sure what's going on there, if people have stopped watching the journeyman or kind of what the deal is there. So if you're a subscriber, let me know. That would be huge to know. Likes up. We got 323 likes to 141%. Comments up 359%. Subs added up 160%. We added 57 subs in June. That's crazy. Like, that's more than, let's see, combined. It's almost more than like all the previous months combined, except maybe the first month. That's insane. So we're up to 130 total subs. That's a growth of 78% over May. We smashed 100, and my next goal was like 120, 125. We smashed that. We're up to 130. It's kind of slowed down a little bit in July, but it's kind of be expected. It's summer, and FM17 is getting a little long in the tooth for some people. I'm still liking it, but some people are like, hey, this has been going on for a while. Again, I'm going to do a little copy. This is live editing. Boom. Views, again, I like to look at it on a per day basis, because you're going to have like February 28 days. In January, we were only active 20 days. So it helps me to look at it from a daily basis. Views from 37 to 78. So again, that's where you're getting your 100% growth there. And again, that's over 31 days versus 30. So that's just nutty that we grew that much, which obviously impacted view time up over 500 minutes a day. Likes 10 a day, which is crazy talk. When we were at 4, right? That's like 150% growth on the daily likes. Comments, you guys have been awesome in the comments, dropping comments, letting me know how things are going, all that kind of stuff. And then obviously the subs added almost 2 a day. So you can see the views, huge jump, the watch time, huge jump, and then you can kind of see things had kind of fallen off from the comments and subs added, and then bloop, jumped right back up there in June. So June is just like the best month we've ever experienced as a channel, and it's kind of freaking me out. I'm looking at my notes because I told you in the last video, when you get old, you have to write stuff down or you end up forgetting. Right. So let's talk about why I think view duration went down, and why we had growth everywhere else. And I think it all comes down to, let me get this back up here for you. It all comes down to dominating Denmark. That's, I think, where we get all the subs and the views and the growth and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why I had a pen stuck to my hand when I was going, yeah, it's fine. It's what we do here. So we added a second series. So I was doing my journeyman save every other day. I was trying to get it out. And I was seeing decent growth and said, you know what, let's freaking do this. Like, let's go hardcore. That's why I get the green screen. I'm sure you've noticed that by now, but that's kind of, we'll do an official announcement in the channel update that we got a green screen. So I invested like $75 in that. I borrowed some lights. I got one here, I got one there, I got one there that my father-in-law had. So that's kind of cool to correctly light it, because otherwise it looks really weird. So we invested some money in the channel, and I said, I'm going to go after this, right? When I first started my YouTube journey, which not journeyman safe, my journey on YouTube back in January, I said, I'm going to give this a whole year. I'm going to go at it a whole year. We'll see what ends up happening. And I said, okay, if I'm going to do that, let's freaking do it right. Like, let's get off of having like your room behind you and kind of bring it into the video where you just have you. I think I might be a little too big. So if you think my face is too big in the videos, let me know. I can kind of shrink it down. Right. But adding that second series has been huge. And if you look, top 10 videos in June are all dominating Denmark, right? Pretty much dominating Denmark. We have some other ones, but like, that says a lot. We've had a bunch of people from Denmark. They're 19% of the geography of my views. So we've had a bunch of people go like, wow, someone's actually doing a Denmark save. Wow, someone's doing a low-level division Denmark save. And it has been challenging. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch it with BK Frem, who are a second division team, who have gone bankrupt twice in like the last 10 or 15 years, something like that. And we're trying to get them back to the top. They've been in the top league, but not for a little bit. So that has been absolutely massive. And if you look over the entire history of the channel, I mean, 3 of those dominating Denmark videos, which just came out in June, are in the top 10 watch time videos. That's how huge it has been. And my light just moved on me. That's kind of crazy. Stop moving. All right, here we go. But like, the videos in June, 3 of the dominating Denmark videos in June are in the top 10 of the entire channel since January. That says a lot. So if this is the overall view from January 11th through the 30th, we're starting to gain some momentum, especially in the views. Obviously, watch time, we need to kind of recover there a little bit, but huge amounts of view growth. Subscribers, if we look at this, is over again the overall length of the channel. So it's kind of like one every 4 or 5 days, then a big spike. Someone mentions me on Twitter or something like that. And then it's starting to get more consistent where it's like, we're getting a sub a day, and then big spikes. We're having a bunch of subs. I think around the 10th is where folks like Boot FM and some other great content creators like, hey, let's get Gray Hair Gaming to 100, and a bunch of people subscribed. So that was cool. I like subscribers. Don't hear me wrong. I'm glad I'm at 130. But what the subscribers have to turn into views. That's what YouTube cares about. They care about views. They care about audience retention. They care about engagement, which is you liking it and sharing it and watching another video after the video you just watched. Leaving comments is huge. So those types of things that you guys have been doing, and gals, I know we've got some female viewers, has been huge for the channel. It really helps us start to get some growth going here. So that's cool to see that we're starting to really start picking up subs. Again, to kind of give you a bigger view of the views, like we were about 20 a day on average, and then adding that second series, we've seen some growth, which has helped offset a little bit of not growth on the journeyman save, which I get. It's like 79, 80 videos long at this point, something around there. So that's gonna, people might start on the first one and never make it to the 80th one, right? Or they may not go back and watch it. So that's natural. So having that new save come in has been huge. We did put out a video, or it's not like a team, put out a video. I did the press conference video, the winter break press conference with Kaiserslautern, where I did like an 8-minute press conference before a game, which I thought was hilarious and had a lot of good comments, but a lot of people had a bunch of views. It was like 68 views when it came out, which is a lot for that series, but people only watched it for like a minute. So I think there were some people that were like, yeah, I'm not sticking around for this. So makes me curious if I should do something like that in the future, but I thought it was funny, and part of me doing YouTube is doing stuff that I think is funny and has my own personality in it. So I wanted to use my green screen, right? Like that's kind of the idea, get a green screen. And we had some other, if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go watch it. It had some other content creators throw in some questions from the press corps, which was definitely cool to see. We've also added the Darkest Dungeon series, which, to be fair, is completely different from everything else that we're doing, right? So if you look here, this is not a Football Manager game. It's not even related to a management game. It's not like Motorsport Manager, which is coming. So it's only getting like 10 views, but I'm really enjoying it. And to be honest with you, it's kind of an easy record. Like I pop in, I record it. I don't have to do much editing. I throw it in a video. And it's been interesting. So I'm going to keep doing it, even though it's not generating a massive amount of views. And I'm going to keep using you all in the series. So we've definitely had Adrian, Eduardo, Ranger. I know I added some other folks in there that I can't remember. Lajuba's in there. J.R.O. Bessie's in there. Where we're trying to keep you alive. Hopefully we keep doing that. We've not lost anybody yet. So that's what's going on here. I've moved up to doing daily content, as I'm sure you've noticed. If we go look at the channel, and I think I need to do a channel intro because I don't have one. Like if you go share this, the series or whatever your favorite video is on Facebook, I don't have something that's like, hey, you're new here. Hey, this is what we're all about. So I definitely need to do that. I updated the banner because I'm trying to get consistent. I've got this image as my Twitter image as well. Because I wanted to make sure I was consistent with branding across, all my internet presences, I suppose. All right, so you can see we've got our list of videos here. I've tried to be really consistent with daily content. I'm working till stupid hours in the middle of the night to get stuff recorded and processed and edited and published and uploaded and all that kind of stuff. Not in that order, obviously, publishing comes last, but you know what I'm trying to say. But I've been very consistent with getting daily content out because I said, again, I'm going to take a swing at this YouTube thing. We're going to go hard on it. Let's smash it, right? So I've got Dominating Denmark coming out, and then with Darkest Dungeon and the Journeyman Save with Kaiserslautern, we have those coming out on the same day because those are both series that aren't getting as many views as Dominating Denmark. So you kind of combine them together and hopefully you get almost as many views as you do on Dominating Denmark, which kind of smooths out the viewership. So I'm going to keep on doing that. I am going to take a little bit of time off to relax in July, but I'm doing a lot of work now to like build up a base of content so everything keeps publishing for you all as normal. So nothing is going to change on there. It's literally going to be like 3 or 4 days where I can just kind of take care of some stuff I need to take care of, but we can keep grinding out content for you. Again, you guys were awesome in June. Keep being awesome in July. It'd be really cool to keep growing the channel. We're at the time that I'm doing this, like at the end of June, we're at 130 subs. We're up to 135, and I'm doing this video on July 10th. So if we could get to, 150 subs, that would be huge. I mean, anything above that would just be cake, right? If we can keep growing, I don't know if we're going to grow 57 subs like we did in June. It'd be insane if we did. So do that. But again, remember the question at the beginning part of the video, what's your favorite type of Football Manager save? And then my challenge for you right after that, share my channel on Facebook and on Twitter. Tell your friends about it. Have them come by, subscribe, watch a couple videos, leave a comment, see what they think. But again, I just want to say thank you to you all. You've been awesome. I am rambling now, so we're going to cut this video short. But thanks for being here. We'll see you in technically August when we do the July review, and hopefully we just smashed all the records.